What up, everybody? Missed a few uploads, I know, but I'm back, and it doesn't even matter because it's championship weekend. Thank you guys who did subscribe. I need more subscribers because there will be a lot more content to come. But without further ado, let's talk about probably one of the biggest Sundays of the year, except for the Super Bowl, championship weekend. Yeah, there's my favorite horn. All right, let's go. All right, this is going to be a quick upload because we only got two games. And also, I am going to talk a lot about the coaching changes, that went down these past couple weeks. That's a lot, man. And if y'all just heard, even McCarthy's in Pittsburgh. So, I mean, it's just, that's one of the few things going on. But what do we got here? We got the Rams versus the Seahawks. A NFC West divisional rivalry playing for the NFC Championship. This was a very strong division this year. You remember San Francisco looked really good too, even with all their injuries. But right now, it's the Rams and the Hawks. And if you'd asked me earlier in the season, I would have confidently picked the Rams because Sam Darnold chokes. That's what he does. He chokes. But he has played good down the stretch. And to add to that, their defense has just been totally amped up. Like they just been dominating. Did y'all see what they did to San Fran last week? Man, San Fran, they whooped them. Aww. Yeah, all is right. Oh man, they blew them out. And you ask yourself, was it because San Fran's injuries finally caught up to them, or is Seattle that good? A lot of people are now comparing this defense to the Legion of Boom. I think now they want to call themselves the Dark Side or something like that. Whatever, But the bottom line is their defense is hitting. And if their defense plays that well, that takes a lot of pressure off of Darnold. He doesn't have to really deliver and he might still have to because this is the Rams here, right? So, but if their defense steps up, I think it'll take less pressure off of Darnold. And then we have the Rams, who, when I abandoned the Green Bay Packers midseason, which obviously I turned out to be right, I picked the Rams to go all the way, and I still pick Matthew Stafford as the MVP. He will be the MVP. His numbers are just crazy. Let me see his numbers. 4,707 yards, 46 touchdowns, and only 8 interceptions. Towards the end of the season, he started to look really bad, but I don't think that can harm his overall body of work, right? Before, a few weeks ago, I would have picked the Rams to win with flying colors, right? Because their first meeting, Darnold choked. He threw a lot of picks their first meeting. He looked like how he did in Minnesota's playoff game. But their second meeting, Darnold started to make some bad plays. But in the end, he won down the stretch, and they beat the Rams. And guess who delivered? The defense. Stafford was out of whack that game. Actually, Stafford delivered too. But he made some mistakes. So this is why this is such a close game, because the Rams, their last few games played, they've been skating by. They've been barely getting by. Meanwhile, Seattle has been dominating. So that's why this will be a very, very close game between two division rivals battling for a place in the Super Bowl. So, who will my pick be? I'm still sticking with the Rams. Still sticking with Stafford as being the MVP. And I just think, it's their destiny. If it does come down to the quarterback play, I have to give Stafford the edge. I just do. You just can't pick Darnold over him. But Darnold, these past few weeks, has done just enough, combined with Seattle's defense, like I said, to really get going. And they're going to be in home. So this is going to be a tough one, but I'm still going to pick the Rams. All right? Okay. So let's see who we got next. We got the Broncos and the Patriots. Let me tell you something. People kind of forgot since the Chiefs started coming on the scene that the football powers to be really favored the Patriots, or what they say, the football gods. I don't really like saying that, but I mean, look how this goes, right? The Chiefs are out. The Bills, who, in my opinion, this was their year because no Mahomes, no Burrow, no Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen should have done it. And that's something else I'm going to talk about. Again, I missed some time, but Josh Allen, you got to be held accountable. And a lot of the commentators have said that. I've been saying that, right? They need to treat him the way they treated Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen was the reason why they lost. They want to blame it on the bad call that he got his coach fired, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, I'm not going to get too deep into that. But he needs to be held accountable. And he did. He held himself accountable, right? And there goes my AFC Super Bowl pick. The Chiefs and the Bills are out. And it's the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. And maybe at the end of the season, I'm going to put together some snippets of where I just completely swung and missed on some of these takes, right? Because I was thinking there's no way Drake May would be a MVP candidate, but he really is. 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and they're in the AFC Championship game. That's incredible. They both took advantage of the moment. And when I start talking about in the beginning of this take how the Patriots are lucky, the Denver Broncos lost their star quarterback in Bo Nix. He beat the Bills in overtime only to break his ankle and be out for the rest of the playoffs. And I don't care what Sean Payton says. He did turn that team around. But the backup is not going to, Jarrett Stidham, he is not going to do anything. He's not. He's not going to be. The Pats are too hot right now. Drake May is playing lights out. Stephon Diggs is playing lights out. It is just too much going on. Henderson has a lot of touchdowns on the ground. It's just, you're not going to win with the backup quarterback. So, once again, the Pats are in the Super Bowl. Feels like early 2000s all over again. I'm picking the Pats, obviously. And it's just unfortunate for the Broncos because they really turned this year around. They really played good. Bo Nix, his numbers won't tell you, but that man wins. He is a winner. And he works perfectly with Sean Payton. So it's really unfortunate for the Broncos, you know. So let's do another one. Let's do another. Aww. Sorry, Denver. But at the end of the day, this is the Patriots' time. And it will be the Patriots and the Rams in the Super Bowl again. Because you remember, that was Tom Brady's coming out party when he beat the Rams for his first Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. So that's my pick, Patriots and Rams Super Bowl for this championship weekend. I noticed a short upload, but I got more coming now that I've taken care of all my business behind the scenes. There will be a lot more uploads, and I need my subscriber count to get up, get me motivated, but I am grateful for the 26 that I have. Thank you guys. And yeah, the Patriots versus the Rams is my Super Bowl pick. And guess what? I'm going to pick the Rams to win the Super Bowl, but that's beside the point. See y'all later.